Hello. Oh, I put a lot of whiskey in that one. So it looks like Twitch changed how some of their ad stuff worked. And I'm unsure what I think about it. They made it so you have a lot more control over it, but they still set minimums. But it looks like they do let you enable when they happen. And I think if you do it that way, they fully disable pre-rolls, which is actually kind of nice. Oh. If it looks like you can disable pre-rolls if you set it up for 3 minutes of ads per hour. What? Yeah, well, so, okay, here. I don't even care to share about this stuff because it doesn't matter to me. Okay, so this is the new functionality they added. I just saw the new button, so I thought I'd check this out. So you can play with this quite a bit, but because they had a new thing. It used to be that it was 30%, which was kind of crap because like YouTube gives you, I think, 60% of ad revenue, but like you can get 55, which is close to what YouTube does, but but only if you play up to 3 minutes of ads per hour. But 3 minutes is, to me, a lot for a stream. Like, I can't go any lower. Like, if I try to, I can't go any lower than 30 seconds per hour, which is better. But 3 minutes to get rid of pre-rolls, to me, is bullshit. I mean, probably prefer no ads at all, but I suppose you could have it going when you and Michael get booze and use the restroom. Yes, that's what I was thinking, but it wasn't. I don't care if about the revenue thing. That doesn't matter to me. It's just they're requiring it. So it's like, how can I get around it? And it's like, yeah, if we're already going to be like once an hour doing that, I don't like 3 minutes. I don't mind if we have if it's 1 minute to at least make it so that there's no ads at all in the middle. Like, how often in the middle of streaming does it just rando ad? That's my question. Pre-roll ads are annoying, but at least once they're done, if there's nothing more, then whatever. Like I just don't like the ones that pop up right in the middle of something. Because yeah, if it's just like, if we can do like 1 minute an hour just to walk away, get a drink. I remember on mobile, didn't happen that often for me. I went sub like a month ago. Well, for anybody that's going to be sticking around for a while, let me know. I'm not enabling anything on this right now. I think it's just right now enabled for 30 seconds an hour, but let me know. I don't want to enable anything until I think I understand them more. I literally just like 5 minutes before the stream started, I'm like, ooh, no. And then, yeah, it was a deep well. I know they got some new moderation stuff. There's the stream together thing, which was neat, but that stuff always scares me. You never know what's going to pop up. Though Twitch actually does have a nice feature with that stream together, I believe. No, it's a guest star, whatever. When you have people come on by guest, that if somebody comes on and breaks the terms and condition, as long as you react accordingly, you are not in trouble for it, which is actually kind of nice. Anyway, We'll see if Michael's gonna come down. Normally he games on Wednesdays, and because we're kind of off schedule, he has a group that he games with, so we'll see. But we need to get some con work done. So they did send out the convention panel acceptance, which, being that I think last Cider Fest we got the panel acceptance like a week something before the whole convention. For these ones, I've known now for about 2 or a week and a half already, so it means like 3 weeks of prep. That's actually kind of nice. I wish I would have more, but anyway, we did get Bad Fanfictions, so I've been working on figuring out what stories we're going to be having for there, and I need to make some pictures for them, so I was making some pictures, so we're going to see if we do that, but I don't want to spoil the stories, kind of. So I mean, you could always go look them up, but yeah, we'll see if we can get figured out here. I already have some gimmicks made for some, just no images. How's Halloween? Did Michael try to give McDonald's pony toys to all the kids instead of candy? No, we did run out of candy fully, which is what I was hoping for, so I'm good on that. We had probably little over a dozen groups come by. I mean, every now and then there's like one kid like with the parents, but there's a good amount of like 3 or 4 kid groups that came through. So yeah, I'd probably say maybe a little over a dozen groups came through. We just spent the time upstairs. I got recently 4 8-bit do controllers, kind of their mid-grade ones with docks and the whatever, so that with our with the new room that's finally being finished in the basement, we can have a 4-player gaming setup on the big TV. And so this was a way to test it a little bit. So I learned a little bit about how like splitting 4 controllers on a single dongle doesn't work, or a splitter doesn't work very well. We were getting some latency, but as soon as I direct connected, it was better. So still working through some bugs with that, but we played a couple of different multiplayer games. We played, played Crawl, Rounds, Hotshot Racing, Boomerang Fu, and Broforce. We're kind of just jumping around some games. Ran out of my old house. We tell every kid to take 5, and we still have enough candy left to dance a heart attack. Oh no, I was giving every kid about 4 or 5, but I bought like 3 bags of candy because I didn't want to like go bankrupt on candy. Last year I bought way more than I needed, so I just bought 3 bags. So I mean, it had a few hundred pieces, but when you give each kid like 4 or 5, it goes through pretty quick. So yeah, we ran out, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want any extra. There's no one here to block anymore, sadly. Maybe 5 groups. Yeah, but I knew that was going to be a problem. Actually, the nice thing was I only had a little bit left candy with the bowl, and it had been like 40 minutes since we saw anybody, and then 2 kids came to the door and they're like, yeah, you're one of the few with the lights left on. I'm like, oh, well then here, take the rest. And I shut my lights off. So it's perfect. I've only had one of those jumbo bags for Halloween. Oh no, I bought I only bought candy that I knew I was going to want if we had extra. So I bought 1 big thing of Kit Kats, 1 big thing of like a mixture of Reese's things, because I love Kit Kats and Reese's, and then another kind of mixed bag of like Skittles and M&Ms and stuff. So I think each bag probably had like 40 or something pieces in it. So yeah, I just had one of those like big bowl things, and it was topped off. I had to shake it to get it to fit. I was a little concerned for a little while that I was going to run out. Do one thing here quick. Okay. No, Almond Joy's good. No. Well, I'm okay with Almond Joys, but I know that's kind of more of an adult candy. But if you actually want to be a good person for giving candy out, give most of the candy what kids want, but mix in some that adults would want and the kid won't, because then the kid's gonna be like, ew, Whoppers, and then the adults are gonna be like, have my candy. So it's help and give to both. But anyways, so I do have a couple stories we've been working on doing the editing for, and a couple that I still have to do the editing for. It takes quite a while to go through the editing. For instance, on the, like, just gonna a different one here. I basically have to take the story, separate narration and dialogue. This is kind of a bad example because I don't have it set up exactly how I do things now. This one might. No, it's not. Whatever. I'm currently still keeping the dialogue in quotations just to help it separate. But I color code it based on the character at the top so that I know which one's for what which. Any words that normally would be like Fluttershy, oh gosh, you are a genius, said Fluttershy, I'll remove said Fluttershy. Or if there's some kind of an indication of an emotion that's put with it. And if it can't be gained when spoken, or if it's important to have that additional context, like maybe monotone or something, I will put these little like little tags here, just meaning not spoken, but some kind of information to provide the person on how to speak it. It takes a while to run through these, make sure the colors are correct, because I really have to take my time, because if I make a mistake, it really makes it weird when people are saying it. You're like, wait, that's not that person's part. It's happened a couple times. And after this is done, then I have to actually save each individual one, where I will get rid of all the coloring, and then I'll go like just Fluttershy's, and I'll go and make them all gray, because then when I print it in grayscale, it makes it okay. And I have to save each of those as their own file, like Tree Hugger. So then when you going to read through this, you only have to read the highlighted parts and nothing more. So it makes it just easy when you're there. So yeah, it takes a long time to edit these. So I'm working on that. But it's like boring work, but it's kind of fun work in that it's boring, so not really a complaint. Let's Thundershy. Yeah, that was that one that's the kind of stories that I look for. I like the ones that are nonsensical and random, maybe have a little bit of fourth wall breaking in it. They're good. And we have a lot of them that we've edited. Anyways, so I have a couple here. The Pinkie Pie Condemned Souls one, I'm not sure if we're gonna do. I realized halfway through that it sounds good, but then it uses a very niche anime character and a reference that kind of requires it, and I don't think that's worth. I don't want to have people being like, "Who the hell are they talking about?" They're gonna miss half the jokes. So we have Luna Has a Dream, Rainbow versus the Chair. Actually, I think it's just Rainbow Dash versus Chair. And Twilight Touches Grass. So let's do Twilight Touches Grass, actually. I already have a gimmick ready for this one, but I can't play it because then that, like, it ruins it. So, let's see here. Okay. By the Major Techi. Okay. So these people. All right. So we're going to start a file here and we're going to get this going. So let's go new. This is going to be, Twilight Touch Grass. So what should we do? We can take this one, the title, pretty literally. There's more to the story, but I don't like a picture that's spoilery. And there's definitely been some where like the best thumbnail would be spoilery, but I don't want people thinking about that beforehand. I've actually had to do it where there's sometimes characters that pop up as a surprise, but I can't like ask for a part for something if that's a surprise. So I sometimes have to say like mystery horse and then hope that the person that gets that part's okay with having that part. I wouldn't say in fear. In this one, she's following instruction. So it would definitely be touching grass. I was thinking about having quite the opposite, but like having her really getting into it. Let's see here. So we have revamped Twilight. And we do have our good grass model. What's the first one too? Okay. So I feel like it feels weird not working in a file that I don't have everything pre-adjusted for. And we don't need to set up lights yet. Imagine Twilight getting dragged outside as she tries to claw her way back to a pile of books inside. That would not be what the story is about. I would say that, yes, that probably makes sense in some way, but in this story, no. The story gets really weird. That's what's funny about it. Hello, Ice Swimmer. I'm doing very well. It's weird being a Wednesday. My whole week is being messed up because I changed one day, but okay. I was like, let's see, Twilight Touch of Grass and Luna has a dream. They just kind of gave me a little spark for some reason. Oh, these are the Bad Fanfictions that I'm going to be, that are currently planned. There is the chance that I'll have some custom written for the panel, but I was kind of late in getting to asking about that, so it just depends on availability and whatnot. The nice thing about if I do any of the prep for these and then I don't use them is they're ready for the next time. So that means I'll have just way less work at the next convention. I have 8 events at the that I have to do at Cider Fest, but like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5 of them really required no input from me, which is nice. But 4 don't. Anthology is one of them, but that one I do have to finish some stuff for. I actually, just before the stream here, finished one of them so I can get that one rendered. But then I'm doing Bad Fanfiction, which is what I'm doing this prep for. Doing Super Fight, which I actually have no prep for other than just bringing the equipment. We just play a version of Super Fight live on stage. And then I'm doing a new panel that's probably going to take me a while to set up, and it's about, because and I was originally going to turn it down after it came through, but I thought it would still be fun. So it's a convention about storytelling, and so I thought it'd be fun to do a panel about storytelling with a camera, so about cinematography. And so I want to go through cinematography and how you can use a camera to portray different bits of a story and how you can tell information without words. So that's I still need to put all that together, which is why I wanted to get these going. Reminds me, I need to see if any of the stores have discounted Halloween candy on sale. Probably. They probably started on sale yesterday. Okay, I'm just gonna make a couple rounds of the grass here. I'm trying to think of the angle. I want to keep it like a low angle because I don't want to deal with like, I don't want to deal with big backgrounds or like tons of ground or anything. These are meant to be kind of low effort pictures. So I'm thinking like maybe just do like a low angle in the grass. I can move the grass if I need to make it better fit for like whatever reason. But we can just maybe well, what's my lens on this? Way too zoomed out. Okay. Actually, I wonder if 35 would work a bit better. Okay. Just do a picture of a hoof and grass. That's it. Just like a zoom in like this, like hoof, touch grass. Actually, it wouldn't work because it would only work in my head, but I like the idea of like Michelangelo. Like the painting of like the fingers touching God, but it's like the hoof touching grass. But there's no way I could do that and make it work. Yeah, you gotta get this skunk candy. You gotta go quick though. I'm guessing that oh, You know what? I have an idea. I have an idea, and it actually require little effort. Just my favorite amount of effort. And it would be funny. These work best if the image that pops up is kind of comes out of nowhere, and creates questions. So we're going to do like this. I've actually had some that had nothing to do with the story either. So I love doing misdirection at the panels to where you kind of get people to think something, or you bait them into to doing something. I have done it before where it's like I baited people into asking a specific question that I had a pre-made answer for, or in the like something I can click that actually responds to their question or inquiry. So far, actually, I've got 2 stories done, not with images. This one I've got done. But I've actually got gimmicks on both of them. Mid-story gimmicks, which is the best kind. Yes, like that one. The Starlight doesn't appreciate your inquiries, or the one, but sometimes it don't work. I had the one where I was trying to get people to respond to a spelling error. Yeah, I think I put like multiple. No, I did it. I think I used the wrong version of there or something to see if somebody would call it out, because people like calling that stuff out. And I had like a certificate ready to put somebody's name in to call them grammar Nazi of the convention, to have, sign their name on it and hand it to them. But nobody called me on it. But see, since I said that, I can't do that ever again. Okay, I'm thinking doing something like this. So do the camera up here, put the grass down there, and then I can put the title card next to it. I think that would actually work, and it's actually kind of funny. I like it. I don't want to have her tail over her leg. I'd be able to have it go under. I'm going to have to render this one twice, once with grass, once without grass, because I need to I'm gonna have difficulty with the clipping. I don't want grass going over things, so I'm gonna have to render it twice to get the grass to be covered or removed. Should I keep her wings open? Nah, I think I'm actually gonna close them. We'll see how it looks. Yeah, I think it's fine that way. That's a little weird. Okay, but what happens if I do this? That's a bit better. I can smooth it out a little bit. Let me take her tail base. And then up a little bit too. Okay. All right, and the back hair needs to be more straight. Thank you for the follow, Raven. I get maybe like this. No, her ears are in the way. Oh, I guess I can't really get these out of the way either. I think I'm just gonna put her face like that. I think it works. I think I'm just gonna keep it like that. I'm not gonna go too much further with it. All right, do I have the camera in place where I wanted it? Nope, that's just butt. Okay. So we're gonna say, let's do this as our camera angle. I want to have it straight above, and cameras do not do that. It'll be 89 for its rotation down. I have to actually change that to 90 to get it fully down, because if you were to actually able to fly a camera to exactly 90 degrees down, it would not know which way is up anymore. So that is why it does that. It's hello, Raven. Welcome. We are working on some pictures for Bad Fanfiction coming up at Ciderfest. Every time we have for I'd say 90% of the fics that we read at Bad Fanfiction, it really depends on the time. I try to create a picture or something for that reading to kind of make it so that it's this is rootless, I think, to do that, but try to make it so that the experience is not just read a story, but experience a story, have a little fun, and to be a little bit more than just people on stage reading a book. So I used to do images, little gimmicks, and so we're making some images. Or one of my favorite misdirections too with the panels is, like, I think it was I brought this one up before, but the mystery of the wedding of Rainbow Dash, where I had, so these always come in. Oops, I just closed it. I always make sure the files are viewed like this, so that, and I have it, and I always put baiting words, so I make sure to use, so I always kind of look at this and be like, oh, God damn it, I close it again. The explanation point above the one I want is the one I want to click, so I click it. But at least I got that folder set up. Yeah. So yeah, I'll always go, okay, it's this one. And yeah, so then somebody will ask the question, what's the other one? And the other one, I just had a Sonic on there. And you get some booze, and that's perfect. So. Okay. Paste the grass. Actually, I already did that one, so I'll just do it again. So that fills our screen with grass. Thing is, it's not that great because you can see the ground below it. So we need to get some ground to fill that. Doesn't have to be detailed. Does this have skins? It does not. That have skins. Ooh, it does. I bet you this will work. The brown could kind of work, but I don't like it. They're made for each other. Well, one goes fast and the other one also goes fast. I do not want to select that way. See, like, this is a green base, but I wouldn't really call it that great of a green. But what I can do is we're going to take all of our grass. We're going to copy paste it. I'm going to turn on local rotation so that everything kind of stays in place. We'll just turn a little bit and then drop it down a little bit. Because it's like a actually, oh, I forgot. All right, actually, this an aspect of SFM that's actually helping me out right now. Okay, so when I put those grass models through the floor, they technically are outside the map. They are located just below the map. In doing so, they suddenly lose the map-based lighting, which is what you can see here when they pop back in. Normally that's really annoying and you have to do a weird workaround to make it so that it adjusts the lighting to somewhere else. But in this case, it actually works out better because it makes the undergrass darker. So you could, because I didn't want to have it be just a mass of the same color green. This actually creates a really nice mix. I'm really okay with that. I think we're going to do one more layer like that. Just a little bit lower. Okay. That works for me. The only thing I really wish I could do was I wish that I could move the grass out of the way for her, but I really can't. There's no individual control of blades of grass. With this image, no. I can make a untextualized version available if you want. Okay, let's see if we can do anything with light. The nice thing with this one, though, is now I don't need to worry about... I really don't need to worry about map. This same. Let's turn on some lights, though. She's being attacked. What's she being attacked by? Nature. Okay, so this is the one thing I knew that was going to be here. The grass is down here. Oh, yeah, I'll fix that. But that will be the one thing that is difficult to fix. I can render twice, remove the bits that have grass on it. So yeah, any of that are clipping, I can fix that. The difficult thing is if I add lighting, technically, I guess she's high enough above the grass, but the grass can create shadows. If those shadows cross onto her and then I do render without the grass, the shadows won't be on her then either. So I'm left with, I can't have both because I can't like manipulate out parts of the shadow. So it's blades of grass for a reason. Death by 1,000 cuts. I really wish I could have the grass. Well, okay, so there's a model that technically is the grass moving around an object, but I'm not going to do that here. One thing I can think to do is if we put her a little lower, like really get her in the grass good. Like this. I'll have some blades that do this, and as long as I'm careful in editing, I could technically leave those, and then them crisscrossing over would at least imply that she is under the grass. Really, you know what? I can probably leave the lighting like this. I don't think I'm gonna go too far with it, and I don't even need to put the aperture up at all either. Okay, I think that should be good. Aperture would be for like distance blur, but everything's within such a tight margin it wouldn't change anything. Motion blur is not needed. We'll do 128 because that really is the best I'm gonna need. I have this running at 1080 right now. She did fall to her death. Like, listen here, put Derpy sucks because it'll be funny. He's probably got gaming stuff with other groups tonight. He usually every Wednesday he goes and plays with some of his other friends. Wednesday and Saturday. So we'll see. Okay, so how do I want to render this? Normally I do a screenshot, but I can't without losing some of the per pixel detail. If I go to 720, I can do the screenshot. I can't do as well. Okay, I think export image does still work. I guess I can do that. Just never use poster. Never. It's broken. Doesn't look broken, but it is broken. It doesn't include bloom. So you're going to get very flat looking lighting that looks different from what you were intending. I don't know why it does that. So you render one that way, then render the other. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Wrong folder. Actually, I just spent some time today for our local Plex. I set up now where I have all of my YouTube videos available on Plex. So anywhere in the world. I can watch my content without YouTube. That actually took a little bit of time to set up, but and actually orders it by date of release, which is actually kind of nifty, and even has Better Call Trixie because, well, I don't have a picture for that one yet, but not all the images are perfect because they're not made for that shape. Like we got oopers, so I was testing it because my family had brought up about having family stuff on there, so that anybody in the family could at any place watch family videos, and that technically shows that yes, you can. So. And then it gives it a nice backup with redundancy. There we go. Okay, it did that too. Okay, so we want copy. Paste. Okay, so now it doesn't seem to affect the lighting. That was the thing I was concerned about. So okay, so we are going to make that the background. I'm gonna just make this have a layer, and now we're going to go through and find all the individual blades of grass that we need to get rid of. Okay. Yeah, I do want hardness all the way up. Okay, so like I want to get rid of these ones and this one. Okay, it does affect her lighting a little bit, so I do want to change the hardness a little bit. Okay, but like see this blade of grass. Oh, see, that's the one thing I was concerned about, that lighting difference. Let me try something else in this render. How easy would it be for me to get rid of it without? A lot of these I could get rid of probably without much. Some of this could get a little tough. So what's causing that is ambient occlusion. I think of another way to do it. Because what's causing it to do that is their proximity. So I'm wondering if, because like you shouldn't notice it too much here, because there's not, and you can a little bit, but there's not much around it, but you're going to notice so much more here because there's more objects around her. So I'm wondering if we were to just, I'm going to try this, but it's, oh wait, here, this might actually work. No, not really. I'll try a different way. No, it's not really working either. And the way I want. Well, how can I get it, the lighting to be equivalent? I could just try to clean it up without. It'd be very messy though. Hers are very clean though. Like clean as in there's not much change in the lighting from one end to the other. Because actually, you know what? Yes. When in doubt, use AI. Better Call Tracy done yet? Actually, yes. I just sent it to Jay for inclusion like an hour before the stream. Where's my... Oh, okay. I was going to get it up there all the way. Okay. Oh, it was running at 2K. Okay. We're going to go here. And I thought they had like an AI spot tool now. None of these are my saved presets. Where I had all my presets set up exactly how I want them. Here we go. Spot healing brush. All right, let's see. I don't know if this is the spot healing. I don't think that's the AI spot healing. It's working. So if that works, I might just stay with it, but I don't think that's the one I'm looking for. Not patch. Content aware move tool. No. That does sound closer to what I'm looking for. Remove. Use tool like a brush or lasso. Brush over a circle area to remove it. Oh, okay. So like... Can I remove your main? No, I just gave her a battle scar. Okay. I think the other tool is actually doing a pretty decent job. I'm not going to complain about it. It's doing better than that one was. Because this one actually, even if it's not perfect, it's all about it getting close. And then I can use smoothing out later to actually make it work. And that's fine there. Problem with I thought I was gonna have to do smoothing right away, and that has problems because I'm not the smoothest guy. I'm actually gonna keep that there. Okay, and then we'll do this. See, it's all this little stuff that I do for the conventions that take forever, but or that when you do a ton of effort for something that's like for 2 minutes of fun, but it does actually. People enjoy it, so. Like, see, this one kind of goes through, but I think that was gonna be the tough one. No, stop. Go. I want you to go away. No, you go. Bad leg. There's too much other grass around it, so it thinks all of it's the norm. Okay, you know what? Where is the other? Okay. Okay, now we can do, where's my finger? There we go. Yeah, well, this kind of blends out. Kind of. Not perfect. I hit the grass there a little bit. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it might work. It's just so tedious. What's doing here? Okay. Oh, there. See these little spots? Super easy. Boom, boom, gone. It's like shoot gun. Boom, 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 boom. So this is fun game. I don't think this is the AI though. The AI in here is actually pretty smart, but it's not what I need here. Okay, it looks like that grass is actually grass. And that one's not going to do it either. Okay, this needs to be a little darker. I guess we're gonna say the implication here is that no grass came on the side of her leg. Oh my god, there's so much in your tail too. God. It actually starts looking pretty legit once you have just the certain bits like this crossing over. Oh, there's a couple there I missed. Can I just do this a little bit and like not give a shit? No, because it's gonna look like a little cancer spots. We don't want that. Oh, happy Halloween, Ellen. I got distracted by Twilight's butt. Yeah. I told you before we were us going to stream. We didn't stream yesterday. It was Halloween's.
I literally had to explain that to him. I'm like, why aren't you going for stream? And he's like, what do you mean?
Hey, I just finished eating.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to get rid of that.
Want a drink or something, Michael?
I got a Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
What is happening?
She's touching grass. Working on
No smooching.
Yeah, smooches.
no smooching. She's smooching grass.
Yeah, smooching grass. She's really into that grass.
No, working on bad fanfic pictures.
Michael the Mediocre. I love Michael the Mediocre.
Yeah, I was like, well, maybe he's doing his gaming thing today.
No.
Okay.
I was just finishing up eating. And I was like, why are you downstairs watching the stream? What stream? Apparently, this is happening.
Oh, okay. So you're just ignoring stream time. You don't give a shit about anybody here.
I thought you canceled stream for...
No, I said I was moving it.
Well, that's very different from canceling.
That is.
I did grocery shopping today. I bought all my groceries with PayPal money, which is weird
Why?
because I don't have my card for the next week because of nonsense. Nonsense is fun. That butt. Ansky, stop looking at her butt. I feel like her legs are broken. Being able to lay that flat, but
Sure.
it's
So
right there. She's like, don't look at the butt. She's like, it's right there. It's impossible. Her cheeks. It's happy Halloween, Nolan. You're a day late. When I went to Walmart today, you know what? They already had a Christmas tree at the front door.
yeah, because after Halloween,
Yeah, but
soon enough is going to be after Labor Day. So
Halloween needs its time. But as soon as it's done, it's done. Thanksgiving gets nothing.
well, it's food. They get food.
Yeah, and you got to go home and see your parents. It's the only reason the holiday exists is to trick children into going to see their parents before Christmas. Etsy was doing a Christmas sale in mid-October. Sounds about right.
I can understand just getting some of that stuff taken care of early is better than not,
But
but
at a certain point, it just becomes half the year.
yeah. So if you can't tell, I'm trying to get rid of all the
The grass that's like puncturing her skin.
yeah. But the tools I have available, I try to do a multi-render, but the grass changes the way the lighting interacts with her.
I
So
would think like editing the color in its entirety changes the lighting.
no, I'm using spot healing to improve it to a degree. It can do a pretty good job of getting rid of stuff as long as there's not too much grass. If there's too much, then it starts seeing it as the norm, and it won't get rid of it. Like here, this might have problems. Yeah, a little bit. But there's certain grass like this one. I do want to keep it there because it's coming up and over. So there's certain ones that we want to keep.
So what you guys talk about while I was gone?
Well, we're talking about talking a bunch of shit about you.
Okay, that's fair.
But talking about a little about Halloween. Oh, I told them I got all my videos on Plex.
Sure.
I was testing to see if you can upload any video and make it work, and you can. So
Now, everyone on your Plex has the Argo Daemon collection.
it was mainly for my father brought up about the family videos, having a way to put them on there so people can upload and maybe not upload, but watch any family videos from anywhere on the TV. And that was my test. And I can confirm that, yes, you can.
Well, that's fun. You gonna get grass stains on her coat? I think she was just super hungry. It's like food. Can you imagine? It's the horse equivalent of laying down in a Caesar salad.
Can you guess what the name of the fic is?
Twilight touches grass.
Exactly word for word.
Yes.
Oops.
Does she eat any of the grass in the fic? Because if she doesn't, I'm very disappointed. I'm disappointed.
No, it's
horse.
very. This picture actually doesn't really follow, or it doesn't match what the story is, but it works for the title, and then the story will read for itself. So
It's a funny picture. Twilight face down in grass is hilarious.
There's also I was hoping it was going to be at least amount of effort from the SFM side, but then it ended up being a lot of effort from the editing side. So.
I wish I could have been here to see you color. Missed out.
Color?
Yeah, you're coloring.
What coloring?
You're coloring that horse, making her from green to purple. Inside the lines.
I wish this is this time where I wish I had my Wacom out. Mm-hmm. Because this would actually be a lot easier with a Wacom.
Twilight Smokes Grass. Gonna be the follow-up.
Yeah, and there's a bunch over here. Oh yeah, this one I was going to do the stamp tool. Because it was this little seam that I was more concerned about.
Oh, that horse seam.
Getting that black or the darker part working first. Then I could probably, let's see. It's a little too bright.
I was getting Christmas ads for Disney World before Halloween. There's this one like air conditioning company that was already doing like Christmas themed like commercials like a month and a half ago. So but those guys are awful.
Oh no, you know, never to use them.
You probably know who they are because they always do the super Minnesotan commercials on the radio. We're like, oh, we're gonna go fix air conditioners and then we're gonna go eat some hot dish. And
Standard?
yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Standard heating and cooling.
Okay, so we gotta cut a little bit in her hair and then her tail, and then we're done. So it might be a little tough because the she's got the line in her hair. I don't know how it's gonna. Oh, actually, not too bad. Yeah, that I didn't think is gonna do very well, but this is a nice and easy fix. But just well, no, maybe not. Just not so easy.
Yes, hot dish isn't real. It can't hurt me. Finished off that pasta chicken stuff you made. I'm surprised it didn't get nearly as liquidy microwaving as it
Yeah,
is.
I kind of messed up on it, and I don't think the cheese quite mixed with it, and maybe that did something with it.
Then that's better.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's better to reheat anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't become butter soup.
It did not. It actually stayed together.
Oh, Mr. Neck.
Well, they fix air conditioners and heaters. Kind of their whole deal.
HVAC.
Yeah.
They do everything this, or they do. Most companies that do want to do them all because it's all under the same certification. So, and if you, so, like the local company that does some of the stuff for us, they originally had their sewer along with their plumbing, but sewer and plumbing apparently are different certifications, so they had to split the two companies. So they have, because just they maintaining the certs between both was very difficult. So it was easier to keep them separate, which I can understand.
Mm-hmm. You guys, this is what happens when I'm not here to like monitor him. He does this to Twilight. He just lays around the grass.
This is just bad fanfic. Get some weird. We did a picture last year for bad fanfic. It was them all like coming out of the graves or something. Or the like no, it was them being like Rainbow Dash summoning them to demons. That was what it was.
Remember? Oh, yeah.
But that was for Winnie City, actually. I don't think it was for Ciderfest.
Yeah. Winnie City feels like it was forever ago. Kind of was, but not last year. Oof. The roughest thing is, I think I know how to buy groceries without my card, but I don't know if I can do booze. I don't know how I'm gonna buy booze.
Why do you? When do you get your card?
Probably next Wednesday.
You get a new card?
Yeah.
Expired?
Didn't expire. I just had to cancel it.
Why?
Match.com was being dumb. They didn't accept that I canceled my account, even though I could clearly see that I canceled my account. I canceled the card and stopped.
That seems like an extreme version or extreme method to cancel it.
It was the only way I could stop them from.
Could you call them?
I did.
And they didn't do it?
Nope. They said, "Well, you already renewed."
Then you put a dispute in with your company.
No, I just.
No, disputing is what you do.
It'll be resolved in a week.
I know, but canceling your card all that to me means I didn't want to actually talk with anybody.
Yeah.
That's all you said. Well,
Ain't getting my money. I don't want to talk to them. Bunch of butts.
that blade's gonna be a little hard to get rid of. There's way too much down here.
I still have checks and I still have PayPal, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Instead, I don't know any booze places that accept PayPal.
Probably not. Some of this I can get away with down here. All of this needs to go away, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to
She
do
can
it.
have a bit of grass in her tail.
Not in her tail. It on her tail, no problem.
But having a tail is pretty cool.
You can have one. You can buy them in stores and stuff.
No, that'd be dumb.
What benefit do you have
saying.
for having a tail?
Look how fluffy it is.
A tail has a purpose.
Yeah, it's balance.
I don't think a horse needs it for balance.
These are for swatting flies.
Yeah, it's swatting flies and shit.
But I'm sure it would be very awkward not to have it.
If you were a horse?
Yeah.
Only because that's what they've always had. That's be like saying, like, it'd be awkward not to have a hand.
Well,
I only have one hand.
need hands. Look how this seems cool. That's all. Like a butt accessory.
Everything's neater when it's something you don't have.
Right. I want a butt accessory like Twilight. Like the Aussies. You poop on your tail all the time by accident if you fall in the toilet. Why? I think you would figure that out, though. I don't think, like, I've had this tail for 20 years and I still can't manage to figure out how not to poop on it. I think they got that down. I think they just, like, kind of throw it to the side or something.
Ask John if he's never gotten food in his mustache.
I feel it's different.
How?
Because they can, like, it's like a limb. There's a limb in there. They can move it.
No, they don't.
There's no limb in. Yeah, they do.
No, there's a limb at the base, but once the tail comes out of the butt, there's nothing left. There's no bone.
No, there is.
One little thing.
No, it goes pretty far. There's a proper tail.
On these horses, they do.
Yeah.
If you look in the show, they don't.
The show has they have big floofy tails, so you don't see it. But they do. If you shaved a pony, it would have a pretty
Why would
long
you shave a
tail.
pony, Michael?
I wouldn't.
Why did you
Saying
imply
it's
it
dead.
then? Michael, why are you shaving ponies?
Don't shave ponies.
It sounds to me like you're shaving ponies.
I'm just lewd.
Think of a horse with fur. Okay, now think of them without fur. Gasp.
Yes. Too much skin. Thank you, Sir Edward, for that quote.
Twilight is your butt accessory?
No, she's got a butt accessory.
No, that's not what the quote says.
Context. Worse.
Okay, it took a bit of effort, but I think
that horse.
Yeah, I think it works. Grass should get smaller at the end, so I'm just kind of thinning it out to make it look like actual grass coming up. Okay.
There are hairless horses too. The tail is about 1.5 feet long. I'll look at hairless horses. We have to do research. Horse research. Very important. Extreme relevant. Guys, you have to encourage him.
Oh.
It's fun.
Actually, I don't like it with the extra contrast. I think I'm just going to increase the vibrance as it is. If anything, maybe like what if I decrease the contrast a little bit? Actually, it doesn't really do much. Levels, that's what I'm looking for. Wait, levels, I can't go beyond the boundary though. Actually, wait, if I just go 10 on this, it's kind of the same thing, right? Okay, go a little brighter, and then no. I think I'm just gonna do.
You know what it is, right? Twilight saw a mole and it was really cute and she wanted to kiss it. So she just stuck her muzzle in the mole hole. Just kissed that mole and smooch. That's what the fanfic is. I just wrote it for you. How Twilight kisses a mole.
No, the story's called Twilight Touches Grass by the Mazer Techi.
Let's see.
Okay.
Font is that?
Arial.
It just looked weird because of the grass. It was trying to be all creepy.
Should we make it like artistic?
I like the cursive.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. Some candy corn upstairs still. There was no candy left for us. The children ate it all.
No, they took it all. I don't know what they did with it.
I hope they ate it. I don't know. I'm concerned if they didn't. No, not even the single pack of Skittles. I knew I should have grabbed some before those children did. But what are you gonna do? Beat up children is the answer. Beating up children is always the answer.
Do like a light blue.
It's pretty. As long as it's easy to read.
Working on that.
This is Michael's evil origin story. And then I found some kids. And I beat them up. Mwah! That's his evil origin story. So evil.
If I really had time, actually putting the letters in the grass and having the grass come over it would be pretty neat, but that would take me a long time. Maybe
I feel like maybe I should have just been like those kids from
I think I was thinking more like a purple. No,
like
maybe like a red.
I don't like red.
You don't like red?
Red and green make me think Christmas. Why does everything gotta be Christmas?
Because that only leaves blue.
No,
Red and green are literally opposite ends of the spectrum. So if I go anywhere from blue, I start getting into red or green.
I like blue and I like the purple. Yellow's not.
Purple has red.
That is not the same color.
Okay, so what about this?
It's pink.
Yeah,
It's fine.
No, this is purple.
That's magenta.
No, you're just making up words.
Pink.
We can always do a gradient instead.
It was almost magenta. It was closer to magenta than red. Oh no, I hate it. It's too busy. Ooh.
It's too busy?
You want me to pour a glass of mead for both of us?
I'll take some mead, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I got.
I still have a little bit of whiskey left and stuff too. Okay, the light's coming from that direction, so having the shadow on that side makes it work. I feel like that's still kind of hard to read. Originally, I like trying to do it like this, but I feel like then it starts looking centered because of how long the words are. So I'll probably just go like this. I don't know. Does it actually work with that, or should we just do like more of the standard like impact? Like make them much bigger. Yeah, kind of like that more. Yeah, I kind of like that more. Something like bourbon at your house. Actually, we moved to the last place. Jay, I think, bought us like a whole like liter of bullet. Is that I think it's a bourbon. Yeah, we finished that stuff off. Bourbon's pretty good. Yeah, I kind of like that more. I feel like it blends in a little better. I really think it'd be nice if it did kind of mix with that grass a little bit to kind of be in the same level as she is, but that's just not doable. I'll try something. Just flatten the whole thing, yeah. That's not what I want to do. This one. I guess I could do the shadow with that. Trying to skip things. It seems lighter than most times.
Different bottom. I don't know. Taste. Good. My favorite.
No, no smooching.
No smooching.
But smooching. I didn't do vanilla this time.
Fairly strong yeast flavor with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it, but yeah, I've had better bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Something tells me it'll get better the more I drink. Tends to be what happens with this stuff. Somebody left bourbon at my house. That was me. I did buy a bottle of bourbon. A plastic bottle. Well, I guess I left it there. Didn't I? Did I?
Why are you asking me if you forgot something?
I think I forgot bourbon. Denise, you're free to drink as much as you like. You gotta drink it now. It's yours. Oh, we're doing something here Saturday, aren't we? Man, I gotta figure out how to get booze. I do have money on me, but I need it for gas.
Right. Maybe I'll do this with Existing Shadow.
Get you nut. You don't know that. Put it a bit in the glass and you knock it back and you go, ooh, that burned. Let's do that again. And then you keep doing it until the burn stops and you forget what you were doing where you started. And you pass out and you wake up the next day with a horrible headache and you go, well, I'm never doing that again. And then a week later, you do it again. And the circle of booze goes on.
The circle of booze.
Oh, and it boos us all. Yeah, that's it. All I could think of was cooking something with it. When you cook something, the only acceptable way to use alcohol in cooking is a glaze on a cake, because you don't cook the glaze, so you don't cook off the alcohol.
If you like the flavor,
I want to get drunk eating my cake. Okay. There's nothing better than eating a cake and being like, "Wow, that was good." Like every piece is like a shot of whiskey. The proper way to eat cake. Yeah, but if you cook the burger and the steak, you don't, the alcohol cooks off. You get the flavor of the bourbon, which is just, I mean, it's corn and barley. That's what you get. The flavor of corn.
okay.
What? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm not gonna waste whiskey to get the flavor of corn. I'll get a can of creamed corn and kind of mush that on there.
So, I mean, why would you spend time with good chili when you could just put Hormel on your cheap spaghetti?
Because Hormel chili is chili.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati chili is Cincinnati chili.
Wow, you repeated yourself.
They're different foods.
Yeah, but in the end, they're just the same ingredients.
No, they're not.
Close enough.
Not even. There's a whole different process.
You're saying bourbon is corn.
Yeah.
They're a very different product.
It's made from corn. If you cook off the alcohol, all you're left with is the corn taste. Bring the bottle over Saturday, then you can drink it. Maybe I will. Because I did pick up 2 more 12 packs of Dr. Pepper.
That's
Gotta
all.
put something in them. See, Did you sneak upstairs when I wasn't looking?
No, I was like, wait, did Michael actually come home? And then I checked my phone and it said, oh yeah, he did. And it showed, I saw you with a 12-pack.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
So I was wanting to make sure that you were dead.
You want to know something weird about that, though?
No.
I'm going to tell you anyway. when I went to Walmart to pick up the stuff that I purchased with the online with the PayPal, I get there and they're like, yeah, we don't see your order in our system. I'm like, well, it's on my phone and it says this address and I have it right here. And he's like, yeah, but I don't see it in the system. I'm like, well, I've already paid for it. I'm not leaving. And they walked away and then they came back and then they're like, you're still here? Yeah. So it took a little while to get myself. I'm like, I'm not leaving because you said it's not in your system. I paid money for it. I want to leave with it. And I eventually, the manager showed up. I'm like, yeah, your order's right here.
So somebody was very confused.
Yeah, somebody was not having a good day, I guess.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
And they thought that was enough.
They just like, they laughed and I'm like, can I talk to that person again? It's like, yeah, but you're not in the system. I'm like, yes, I understand what you're saying, but I paid money. I'm not just gonna leave. I need my stuff.
I had that recent problem with my house insurance where my money went to the wrong place and I was trying to figure it out. And I called and I'm like, well, and oh, like, well, it shows we didn't get anything. I'm like, I know that. I'm trying to figure out who deposited because it did say on the check, your company. Yes, but we have no record of it. I know that. And there's definitely not going to be because otherwise it would be applied to my account. But I'm trying to figure out where it went. Well, but we don't have any record of it. I have the info on the back of the check. What part of it do you need? Well, I don't know because we don't have any record of it. Oh, God. Yeah. That was literally 2 months of work.
Yeah, I don't know what the one first person did that they couldn't find my order. The manager found it immediately.
Well, usually managers are normally more competent. Not to say that's the norm, but you would think that they would at least understand.
Like a young girl in her 20s, but she found my order, so kudos to her.
Yeah, you don't care.
Yeah.
You got me my food.
The weirdest thing of groceries. I got creamer, 2 bags of flour.
We had creamer.
Well, I got more creamer.
We have the other big one?
Yeah.
We have like a half of one. This is going to be
to start drinking creamer. You can mix the whiskey in once Denise gets.
I used to do it like I used to have oatmeal in the morning, and I would just pour a little bit of like creamer in it.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty good.
Did you use milk or water to make your oatmeal?
I used water to make it, and then I poured it in.
Just use milk.
No,
it's better.
No, I used water because I didn't have to bring that to work when I made it. But I kept a thing of creamer at work. Well, the creamer has milk.
Yeah, it does.
So I make it, and then I pour the creamer in.
I would even just use powdered milk.
You probably would have just poured all the creamer in just to make it with that.
It would be better than using water. Like, I like oatmeal, but if I have to make it with water, it's a sad day.
What's wrong with water?
It's not nearly as good as milk. I mean, oatmeal is all it is a different kind of cereal. That's all oatmeal is. It's cereal. So it's like,
but I microwave
water. Yeah, it's cereal.
It's microwave milk.
It's a hot cereal, yes. But I'm not gonna be like, well,
so it's a dish. That's hot.
I didn't have any milk, so I added water to my Lucky Charms.
No,
that's nasty.
No, it's fine because that's what
it's nasty.
The whole point about it was keeping sugar down. Milk is chock full of sugar.
Yeah, and you could have put water on Wheaties.
So I was in the creamer because it was much smaller amount for what I needed. I basically would just put a tiny little bit in there and it was fine.
I made cinnamon apple oatmeal with water once. It tasted sad. Yes, Sir Edward, you're correct.
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
You did because you were wrong.
Because I was doing no sugar at the time. When you're used to drinking sweet and eating sweet, everything tastes bland.
Milk doesn't have that much sugar. None if you get the powdered stuff.
I don't think you understand how much sugar is actually in milk.
Not in powdered. The powdered milk's essentially skim.
But then just
It's still milk. It's better than water.
because you said there's low sugar in milk.
And powdered milk.
No, you said milk.
I clearly said powdered milk.
No, before that, 13 grams per cup of sugar or per cup of milk.
Okay, let the record.
So like that is
Let the witnesses
for a
stand.
cup of milk. That's a lot of sugar.
Powdered milk though,
Because
which I use all the
how
time.
many cups in 16.9 ounces? So 2.1. So and
That was my first experience with oatmeal too. Yeah, that would turn you off of oatmeal for a while. It's essentially like adding water to any cereal. It's not going to be good.
so there's 65 grams in Mountain Dew. So
Well, I'm not gonna
an
make oatmeal with
equivalent
Mountain
amount of milk with Mountain Dew has half the sugar.
Yeah, without the powdered milk though. You don't
That's what
look
I'm
up
saying. Like
powdered
milk is.
Guys, look at the powdered milk.
I am in control.
You were trying to. You were manipulating the
I'm
story.
trying to get work done.
Yeah, sure you are. Look at that horse butt. Getting the work done.
Should I put like a
You're a
pointer
horse's
finger on her, like she's being pushed down? No, I think it's
that's
good.
me. She's touching grass. She's enjoying herself.
Okay.
I still need to buy my ticket for the convention. I should do that tonight. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, I can probably use PayPal.
Why can't you can do PayPal?
I can do PayPal. Why are you trying to use the pointer? Why are you trying to push her?
I'm not. She's just being pushed.
No, I used to do water too, admittedly, when I was a kid, because that's what we had. But it's wrong. It's so wrong. If you can afford milk, get milk. If you can't afford milk, don't get oatmeal. Get something else. Eat ramen for breakfast.
Oh, look at it. It's like a back boop.
It's like, help! I can't breathe.
No, I'm gonna do that.
No, it's covering up the horse. I like the horse.
Okay, I'm gonna consider this one good. Yeah, we'll save as. This is gonna be fiction. Twilight touches grass.
Who here has eaten instant ramen for breakfast? Like multiple occasions.
How many people here have eaten it dry for breakfast?
Yeah, I sometimes when I was leaving out the door for work, I'll just grab a pack and eat it in the car.
My thing I used to do, but it was definitely way too much sugar, because I don't eat breakfast at all now. But I would stop on my way to work and I would get a Cliff Bar and an orange juice.
Cliff Bar is just a candy bar.
Yeah, it is. It was, but between the two of them, it was a nice breakfast. I did that for quite a while, but the amount of sugar in a Cliff Bar and an orange juice, oh boy, that was like starting your day with 40%, if not more.
There was a point in my life where I was living with my parents, but I had a decent job, but they weren't charging me rent, so I had lots of extra money. Where I was just going to McDonald's every morning for breakfast and getting one of those giant potato steak burritos every day with a hash brown.
I bet you it's not that bad a price.
No, back then we're talking like,
Even
like
now,
15.
if you buy
years
like
ago.
just those two things, no drink,
Well, I don't even think they have the big burritos anymore.
maybe not, but
Like,
like,
the big steak and potato
like,
burritos.
the breakfasts there price wise are okay as long as you don't get a meal. If you just go like dollar menu at any of the like in fast food places, prices are normally not bad. Like McDonald's, you can get like 2 McChickens for buy one get one for $1, and then it's like $3-something, and you're pretty much good. It's not like before where it used to be $1 each, but
I knew I'd like this meat the more I drank it. Meat has that effect.
I forgot what I call these.
I'm thinking the mead that I made for Cider Fest might be a little overly sweet, but I think that's better than the other way around. I hope
Okay.
that's the case anyways.
I actually do name it.
Hello, Fane.
Okay.
With that horse.
Oh, Fane.
Fucking Goliath.
Okay, so she's touching grass. We got our picture done for that. 1 out of probably 5.
Oh boy.
I usually like to try to bring 5 new ones. That was where I was trying to use her without the whatever. It just didn't work.
I can't wait to provide my big brain thoughts to the next one.
She's just.
She's been murdered by the grass.
Even this
Very shocked.
Even this would have been a good picture. Just like
Yeah, I kind of. I know you're not going to do it now, but I kind of really like that. Just in it.
it is, but I would have to add so much more grass.
Yes.
I did that picture because it was just easy. Mm-hmm. And this one would have probably been a little harder in some ways to do the grass because like there's little bits in there. Like I can get away with some pieces, but like that would have to be cleaned up. That would have to be cleared out. Any of the ones that have a base, I'd have to clear out. But anyway, so I was just napping. Yeah, she's just sleeping.
She's taking a nap. I'm trying to think if there's ever been a time.
Twilight, are you okay? And she's like, Twilight.
I feel like there was a few times as a kid I fell asleep outside.
Let's see if she's okay.
No.
I think she's okay.
You touched the grass. She's better than okay.
See, she's okay.
No. Why you gotta hurt the pony?
Oh, I forgot. I don't even have the audio going. Can't even hear the neck cracks.
He's trying to hurt ponies, guys. You should all be
I'm
upset.
sad. You don't.
Just leave.
You're supposed to hear that, but and there you go. Now you can hear it.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you did? No. Did you hear it the first time? Shouldn't have.
You weren't supposed to hear that. Well, there you go.
Because this was in red, which
yeah.
means it wasn't passing through.
They heard it. They're all agree that you're crazy.
Was it much quieter? Because you might have heard it through my head. No, if I'm talking, you would hear it through the headphones ever so slightly. Okay, anyways, let's close this one. Mm-hmm. All right, what's the next fic we need to do? Okay, Luna has a dream and Rainbow Dash versus chair. Let's do Rainbow Dash versus chair.
I hope she's chewing on the chair.
That one has some... It works. It's hard to find fics that are constant throughout. Some of them are like... I'm okay if the fic takes a little bit of build up, but there's definitely some that I'll be going through fics and I will literally just skim. And if I don't see something funny within the first like 30 seconds of reading a story, I just toss it, even if it's a good story.
Oh, Rainbow Dash trapped under the chair? Like the chair is winning? Rainbow Dash, she's fighting chairs. Yeah. Rainbow Dash.
Okay, so we need a
Chair.
Rainbow Dash.
Starting with Rainbow Dash first, huh? That's a bold move. With the lawn chair specifically.
I don't know if I have a lawn chair.
It would be like a beach chair. I know you got beach chairs.
It's a lawn chair.
Put beach chairs in the lawn. Really, any chair can be a lawn chair if you just believe. There you go. That's the cheap ones. It's just cheapy plastic ones that scare heavy set people like me.
Yeah, I'm thinking trying to find the one I want isn't going to be possible.
Is she fighting like one of the folding lawn chairs?
Yes. Actually, yes. Very much so.
So the plastic chair won't work.
Yeah. It has to be some kind of a folding chair. I mean, it doesn't have to be.
I did. There's one.
That's not a lawn chair.
No, it's just a folding chair.
It's a folding lawn chair.
It would be like a camp chair. I bet it would be under camping or something.
A camp chair, I would at least. It depends on how it looks. It needs to be a quality chair.
Rainbow Dash at least is the most quality of chairs.
Sure. Yes, like this.
Yes.
This definitely looks like a sofa that would be in Rainbow Dash.
That's definitely the sofa that ends up in somebody's garage that they sit on, and they're quite happy that it's out there because, like, I knew this sofa was still good for something. And then they drink beer on it.
What I want to know is when they have like post-apocalypse stuff and then they show this.
That's not post-apocalypse. That's a trailer sofa.
Yeah, but like in post-apocalypse, this is the type of stuff they put in places, but this is not how it would look.
No, that's a trailer sofa.
This is worn through use, not age.
Yeah.
So I love when they do that because, like, yeah, it looks distressed, but that's not what that is.
That's a sofa that somebody has held on way too long and has been passed down through at least one generation. But it's the only sofa they can afford, so that's the sofa they got. Hello, Sunset.
Yeah, Solo Sunset.
See, that was a...
Oh, I did bring up, which one?
Yeah, back up.
This one?
Keep going. See it. There it was.
Yeah, but that's not going to work. No, I brought it before because I know Sunset's brought it up before. If you guys can let me know whenever an ad runs, give me a heads up. I'm trying to figure out how often they run because they did change how you can control ads now, and it does allow some more nuanced control, but it still has bare minimums. And if I know what it is doing now, I could move to that system because you have to enable it for scheduling. It would let me know before an ad has to start then. And then we could like purposely take a break instead of like having it where people are randomly cut from being able to watch stuff.
Chair?
This
that
one?
Yeah.
It's just a normal chair.
That kind
But yeah, if it's right now just doing ads at random for people, if we could, what I think does is it makes it so that all the ads are consolidated to a specific time, and then we could just go use the restroom, take a drink, and then we're not having people interrupted. It's not a folding chair, but it's closer to what I'm looking for. I would take that.
Oh, that's a folding chair.
Is it?
It's like a stage chair. That's a folding chair.
That's not a folding chair.
That's a folding chair.
No, it's not.
That is most certainly a chair that folds.
How does it fold?
That is a folding chair.
No, it'd have to.
I can show you that exact chair.
It would have to disconnect from one of these points.
The front.
How do you with these points connected? Yes. How do you fold it?
The front would fold towards the back.
The front would fold towards the back.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you sew the big square.
Line. No, that would close.
No, but because
that is a folding chair.
You can't close
those chairs.
You can't close this X.
Can.
No, because it's connected here and it's connected here, and then it's connected here. That's a triangle. You can't fold it then. You would have to disconnect it from one of these 3 points to fold it.
No, this chair's fold.
If it does, it's fine, but I don't think it does. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go up to this one for now.
You didn't look at all the chairs.
Yeah, True Creature has been experimenting with ad breaks every hour in the hour. Not sure how you got it configured though. No, they actually changed. I don't want to listen to me. I was going through here and they have this whole new system.
Maybe if I just sit in the back and agree, we make an agreement with Twitch, right? Where I sit in the back and just advertise Mountain Dew and Pepsi and certain types of beef jerky, and then you don't have to run any ads. But like, go buy Grandpa Jim's Jim jerky. Yum yum.
No, this is the new thing that you can do, and so it's pretty messy. They're trying to say, hey, you get 30% of ad revenue, but if you run 3 minutes an hour, we'll up it to 55%. I'm like, oh, I get 10 more cents. I don't give a shit. So
We just gotta get that sponsorship, man.
So, but the one nice thing is if you do run 3 an hour, it does fully disable pre-roll ads, and which is, I think that's a lot. But if you can guarantee and lock only ads at a certain time, which is what this does, it says ads per hour 0.5 an hour, but also you can have it give in a notification beforehand, so I know that it's coming up. That's kind of nifty. So if I know it's coming up, then we can just force breaks. And then I only would do something like that if it's already being 30 minutes or 30 seconds or a minute of ads for everybody. So they're already happening. If we can consolidate it down at the same time, then I think that's beneficial for everybody, because then you're not missing anything. It's consistent, and we already are going to walk away for stuff. Yeah, that's what I think.
Like a big time Twitch streamer, right?
But I need to read through some of this more, because there's a lot of information in these little bits, and I need to figure out what it all means. I do like, though, they have auto snoozing ads. If there's a hype train or a raid going on, it will actually disable ads. So I kind of actually like that, because that would be kind of a dick move. And I've had it before too, of like, I go to raid somebody and then I go to see what's going on and I'm in an ad. Well, now I can't actually see the reaction or anything to it. I'm like, wow, that sucks.
Hello, Godzilla man.
So yeah, I need to poke at this more, but I promise I don't know how often things are running from your guys' side, because right now it's just kind of doing whatever the hell I think it wants.
Chair reminds me of a walker.
Yeah, that was
It's like, I have grown too old. It's time that I use a walker to fly. Like, that's not how walkers work, Rainbow Dash. Don't tell me I'm old. I'll tell you.
Okay, actually, do I make this an SFM or do I make it not?
What do you mean? Your 2D stuff? It's terrifying. What is that?
I changed
when did that happen?
So Brave has started like automatically turning on ads for the backgrounds. Like they just enabled it. I had to go into their settings to disable it. I'm like, why did you choose to start showing me ads without my permission? And so I said, screw you. And I just completely disabled any picture that they would show me, and I put that in there instead. So yes, you get that.
Fancy.
No, there's like the whole like her doing the kick thing. Yeah, it's already a transparent thing, so I can do that and then just put a chair on the other side and then like do the Super Smash Brothers thing.
Just go to like an AI program and type in Rainbow Dash fighting chair and
no, because every time you say Rainbow Dash, they never really give you Rainbow Dash.
It depends which program you use.
Yeah, I know. I don't have that program.
Give me 15 minutes. I'll be back.
If you disappear, people will be sad.
They would. Oh. Rainbow Dash kicks a chair. Can't just be any chair, though.
It's actually not really what happens in the story, but it makes sense.
That is a very kung fu-y Rainbow Dash. He's such a good character. He's a badass, but she's also adorable. It's a strong combination. Like, what if the guy from Doom was Hello Kitty? That's what Rainbow Dash is. Anybody else imagining Hello Kitty just destroying the demons of Mars now? Close the portal. I'd play that game.
Because this is what I'm looking for. I wonder if this is just... Okay, that's what I thought. All right, we're just going to do... Okay, come on.
I think you might have to play it to make it go away. Put it on loop.
I could. We're going to mute it, though.
You just kind of like...
Oh, and we gotta get rid of...
Yeah, my full screen.
This thing. Oh, no, that's not how you get rid of it.
Just make it.
How do you get rid of that?
Yeah, make it full screen.
Oh, yeah, I guess. No, I had it on full screen.
What are you doing? Make it go away. I think because it's oh no, okay, it went away.
No, it's the other. Okay, there we go.
Wait, no, it's still there.
Wait, how did that start again?
You gotta time it right. Watch it. There. Oh no. Okay,
I'll get it.
Gotta go away again. Okay. Did you get it?
I got it.
You got it. It's very tricky.
You just have to watch explosions on repeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so now we need lawn chair.
See, she got a beach chair.
Lawn chair transparent.
They just took a regular chair and put plastic over it.
It's you buy the plastic.
It makes
Have
any
they
chair.
not seen Reynolds wrap?
You cannot Reynolds wrap a chair properly.
Yeah, you can.
It would get.
It would be cheaper than that.
Maybe. I don't know. Look how much that is.
No, I'm not going to. That goes to Amazon. And I'm putting that in my history.
He'll be looking at chairs for months. As well as the hammock chairs.
Yes, like this is the kind of chair I'm looking for. Well, yeah, closer to this.
I like that green one.
This one? Mm-hmm. That's a cartoon.
I like is it?
I wanted it at like kind of an isometric angle, like this. Or like this. This one's pretty decent.
That's a very.
It's not transparent though.
Chair. 80s, 90s lawn chair.
This is closer to what I'm looking for.
I hate that chair. Those bands are going to break. That's a nice one. I'd sit in that. But those ones with the crisscross things, those ones are prevalent in the 90s and 80s. The bands broke, and then the chair was useless. You couldn't even fix it.
Not letting me copy the image because I have to go to their site. Okay.
I mean, maybe if you duct taped it, all the heck.
Wait, there's a black background, but it's white here. That gives me hope that it's transparent. Mm-hmm. Just if you copy paste it, you don't get the transparency.
Why you got the pointer finger?
Must pick the wrong one. No, that's not the right one either.
That's Rainbow.
Oh, that's a WebP file.
Oh, the worst. Can't do crap with that.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so it is a PNG. They must have just done something goofy with it.
That's
No, it still is. Okay.
You can't open this
now.
in
A
Photoshop?
save image as
Photoshop.
WebP. WebP is not bad, but Photoshop doesn't support it. But this says it's a PNG.
Judley says it does.
Hold on. Can you? Because I haven't really tried it. Oh, you can.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, well, thank you for the heads up. I thought that was not a thing.
Yeah, me too. I thought those things were like intentionally as they were to keep you from copy pasting them. But where there was a will, there was a way.
There, now it actually opened something. Okay.
That looks like such a comfy chair, Rainbow Dash. Why are you attacking it?
Where's my controls?
It needs cup holders. Oh, it does have one, but it's on the side. No, I want it on the armrests. I like the ones we got.
I like this one's blue too.
I think that one's looks more comfortable than the ones we got, but I like where the cup holder is on the ones we got.
Okay, so then we got Rainbow Dash. We're going to duplicate. We're going to rasterize, put it behind. We're going to blur, motion blur on that distance.
Look at that, oof.
Okay, and then we'll do that. And then we're going to duplicate, make it nice and strong.
Blurring in the other direction? Looks like it's blurring the wrong way.
Yeah, I know. Motion blur only works from one direction.
I see.
So we do that,
Got
and then
hiccups.
we get rid of that. Get rid of that. I see. That's just coming at her.
Yeah,
This is
Photoshop
super
figured it
cheap.
out.
Okay, and then we have to do the same for the chair. Actually, you know what? Maybe I won't, because that implies the chair's fighting back. Kind of like the idea of chair's just chair.
The chair is just a chair, and Rainbow Dash is silly horse.
Well, it's the story. There's a lot more to it.
Do you like
but-
Rainbow Dash because she is a silly horse?
Michael, why do you like mirrors?
Because silly horses.
No, you're lying.
Wait, why do you like Rainbow Dash?
I know why you like horses.
I didn't ask. That's how I said. I asked you why you like Rainbow Dash.
Because she's a good horse.
She's a good horse.
And because if somebody asks you who's best horse and you say, oh, actually, I don't have a favorite, you are immediately banned from the fandom.
You are. It's true. You should have a best horse, and you should fight to the death to prove that that horse is best.
Michael's
survivors.
Michael's banned from having panels at BabsCon now. So
The panel was amazing.
No smooching.
I probably should
No
do
smooching,
something
Michael.
again next year.
for
Winnie. Make it a
Maybe.
Winnie thing. Because nobody goes to Winnie anyways. It was fun. That's not.
you can always prep another panel and then every year submit to a convention, and if you get accepted, you get accepted. Though reading through some of the panels,
After watching after seeing the Gladys appreciation panel, I have no fear that there is such a thing as a
there's an Izzy appreciation panel this year
at
at Cider Fest. The public schedule's not out yet, but I have a list.
I might check it out just to see if it isn't just because all the
It's only
Gladys
30 minutes though. So
yeah, all the Gladys appreciation panel was two dudes talking to each other while one drew quick sketches of Gladys or the bird kid, and they weren't good by any, like they were quick. Like I'm sure the artist is good, but he had like there you go, 1 minute. They're the bird and I think he drew 2 pictures the whole time. The rest of the time they just talked. So it's just like, okay. So the after I saw that though, all my fears about whether my panel was good enough were gone. Like
whether or not a panel is good is completely up to the person running it.
you know. But I went there. I went in that room to make a comparison for myself to see, like, okay, am I up to snuff? And I learned so much.
Yeah. I'm gonna swap their sides. It's Rainbow Dash versus Chair. Makes it more sense if you have them swapped. Phone's dying. All right. See you later, Edward.
Sure, Edward. I think right now, though, my big thing is just to finish up that Stray thing, which is very close to done. And then I want to stream it. Because I don't have a game to stream right now next week.
Yeah, but that's next week.
Yeah, but that comes around pretty quick. I was gonna go work on the mod today, but then like I thought you were streaming. But here I am for entertainment purposes. I need to find more booze, but all the other meat is warm. I don't want to drink warm meat. Nobody wants to do that. That's why I need to get some ice packs. We got a bunch of ice packs in the freezer, though.
Yeah, we do.
I got 3 of those styrofoam coolers on order. I think that's the biggest problem is just finding a place to store all this on the trip. I don't know how many people are going to be in the car. Or how many cars were taken.
I don't even know how many people are going. I have no idea who's in the room anymore.
It was kind of fun. Just like, you're in the room? Yes. Well, that is good information.
It's got to the point of me micromanaging all of this stuff on everything and being the only person that has to manage all of it. I kind of got to the point of, if people get there and there's no room,
I'll take it over.
I just don't care anymore. It's just
next year if you want. It
feels like I am handling almost 95% of everything for all conventions and everything. So I gave up on all of it.
I'm pretty good at impersonating you, so I'll take it over next year if you want.
But no, when it comes to like handling hotel rooms and stuff, anybody can do it. Mm-hmm. But I've always just been doing it, and I've got trying to manage and then like herd sheep. Thank you, Choco Akiva, for the sub too as well. Thank you very much. No, it's just I got tired. And I just started removing checkboxes from stuff I cared about, and whatever happens, what happens.
I do remember when we were in Texas, you were kind of starting to work towards renting a car, and like nobody's rented a car before, and I'm just like, I've rented a car before. Well, then why aren't you doing this?
I've rented
I can do it.
I've rented a car before. It was just like, that specific event was one where I wanted to not run anything. And then suddenly I was pushed, a ton of stuff was being pushed at me. I'm like, this is not what I wanted from this. It was supposed to be a low stress weekend. And suddenly, like, there's just like a ton of list of stuff I have to do again. I don't want this. And yeah.
I rented the car. And then I drove the car. And we went on a magical adventure. No, dude, I can take care of some of that stuff if you need help. Some of the logistics.
I just don't want. I need to stop handling everything because it feels like I am literally shepherding people to do things.
Exude this like leadership role in our group. So,
but then it's gotten to the point of if there's a convention, it's assumed that there's a room. Nobody checks on it. Nobody verifies. Nobody's even asked if they have a spot. They just assume
that they have a spot, yeah.
Yeah, and so now I'm left with, I don't know.
We've been doing this for how many years?
I know, but people change every year. And then I get there, and there's sometimes not until the weekend of that I figure out that people aren't even going to be there. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, wait. And so, yeah, I gave up. I'm just going to let life be life. I have the room, and if somebody gets in, there's no space. I stopped caring.
This year. I don't think it's going to be empty, but I think there's going to be some spare room. That's why we need people to just show up. I don't know. We're out of the blue. That's always fun.
No, because it feels like there's always people like, is there room? I'm like, I don't know. And if I ask too early, then people give me, I don't know, maybe. But if I get, I don't know, maybe, I can't lock in a room. And then like 3 weeks later, I get another question from somebody else that was somebody that said no before, but now it's yes. I'm like, I don't want to handle that logistics anymore. I got too much stuff to deal with. It's not my problem anymore.
So I'm not going. Tell you. Just kidding. I'm definitely going to be there. I just want to irritate it because I'm a butt.
No, so as of right now, I have actually legitimately no clues in the room.
Well,
I was thinking about putting a post about it, but then I knew I just have to deal with stuff. And right now I got too much to deal with.
It's going to be me, you. I'm pretty sure John
again, you're figuring out the question. I don't care.
Okay.
So... because any decision we come to is not truth because we'd have to actually double check with people.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're making assumptions. So,
well, educated guesses. Sorry, I'm on vacation.
Well, no, it's that I'm running the hotel and 8 panels I'm going to be on.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of panels.
I only have so much time in my day, man.
No, if you want me to take over the hotel stuff, I can in the future.
It's convenient when it comes to going to conventions as a group with some way. that whoever's going to be there the most handles most of the hotels, because I gather all the points, and then we've had it before where we just got one of our rooms for free. So I can use those points to then, I think of that one weekend, we had 2 less people, but it was actually less than normal because we got rid of a room. Yeah. So there's benefit in it where if everybody's breaking up rooms, but we're all kind of sharing in some way, then you get split up points and they expire over time. And that was kind of the main reason why, but I just gave up.
I know we have one person who isn't going this year because they don't like how much drinking happens in the room. But I'm not even sure that's going to be the case this year.
No, but all our panels now are super late. And with all the other stuff going on, there probably will be drinking at the panels, but they're at like 12:30 in the morning. So it's going to be like, oh, look, panel and done. So
maybe I'll mention that to him.
It's not going to change anything right now. It's only a couple weeks away.
Yeah, but I haven't gotten my ticket yet.
How about tickets planning?
You plan? Well, of course you do.
I have so much stuff to do over the next 2 weeks, and I've already cut out like 2 or 3 things that were on my list.
Yeah.
I took on a little bit more for the convention than I was originally anticipating. They gave me more work than I was anticipating, and I took on a little bit more because the amount of work that it is actually, because they're doing the story thing, so it's some story driven stuff, but it's actually a small amount of work and actually sounds kind of fun, and I don't mind putting extra effort into something if it's fun.
With my job, I'm constantly feeling like I'm overwhelmed at times because I'm doing a job that really needs to be done by at least 2 people, but I've been doing it by myself for years now. And I've complained, but it doesn't go anywhere. And I have just basically, I put myself in this mindset where I have to not think about what needs done. I can just focus on what I need, what I'm doing in the immediate, and everything else just becomes a gray zone that isn't even on my mind. It's the only way I've been able to cope with it.
I only work well if I make a list.
I can't make a list because then it makes what I have left to do too overwhelming.
No, that's the thing, is in my mind, if I have no idea where to start because it's too much. And so I started making lists, and it's way easier because then I can go on the list and be like, okay, I have 30 minutes. What can I do on this list? And also there's like that sense of achievement for checking boxes and getting stuff off your list. But then there's still stuff on that list that's like, yeah, it's going to be forever before I get to that.
Yeah. Nah, my work's a little different in that
But no, I'm not talking work. I'm talking just in general.
Yeah, just in general. Now, there's stuff around here that I need to poke at, but like, and if I don't have time for it, then I don't think about it.
Perfect.
Did you ever watch the because this is what this is reminding me of, the Rainbow Dash versus Starscream death battle?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You know who won?
I'm gonna guess Rainbow Dash.
She did. Because they basically said everything Starscream has was essentially designed to destroy like robots. And isn't that effective against organic life forms? And Rainbow Dash has been shown to have the amount of energy and then some to completely wreck a robot. Which I was reminded of when she, the episode Sleepless in Ponyville, when she just kicks right through the center of 3 trees without even blinking. That horse has a kick. He's crazy. Just like to make chairs. This is why she fights chairs. Doesn't trust them. Have you set up anything else on the TV?
Ooh, that looks pretty cool.
You still need me to make that Ethernet cable.
Yeah, but we got to take the TV off the wall to do it. I did run,
take it off the wall, or can we just lean it back?
No, we'd have to take it off.
Thanks such a butt.
Well, okay, if 2 people, I would want 2 people holding it. If we leaned it off, yeah, maybe.
Okay, because
But
pivots.
we need to do we're talking about the TV downstairs. We have a big TV that put in the wall to put a hole through the wall. We need to get a network cable ran. I did put the controllers in the room, but all I did was shove them through the hole and it's just hanging below because until we got a permanent shelf space for it, I'm not going to bother.
Every time we move that TV in my brain, I'm just thinking to myself, yep, this is going to be the time we break it.
I make a list, check it twice, and procrastinate thrice.
No.
Well, it's more of there's a lot of stuff I still want to do around the house, and it's hard to I always want to do something, and I didn't know what to do, so I started just making a list so that some of this stuff would require a whole day. And depending on the day, I can look at it and say, well, I'll just do this item. Or if it's a different day, I'll do this item. So,
That's something you need to do. To hang some pictures up in here.
This room, yeah, I can probably actually...
It's boring in here. He makes it look fancy back there, but that is it.
Well, yeah, I want to, but it's more of, I don't want to put any pictures up until I figure out potential furniture bit, because I thought about getting a really tall, thin cabinet because I have, when we do green screen, I have to put the posts out. So I thought about doing that. I did replace one post by just using that one over there and repeat. And then the other side, I also wanted to potentially do stuff around it, but I don't know what I'm going to do there. I need to do the lighting over there. That's on my list too. But I've been trying to make it so that we have the other room working for board game meetups and stuff. So trying to get that stuff tested and getting filters set up and replaced that I needed. I was behind on, and getting stuff set up for winter because winter's coming.
Tell you what, I'll do you a favor. I'll decorate this room for you.
No.
I'll get pictures of sad clowns. I'll tape them to the walls. Just sad, depressed clowns. Not even crying.
Why depressed clowns?
Because they lost their house. Because there's really no money in clowning. There really isn't. The days of Barnum and Bailey are gone, guys. I'm sorry. That's why the clowns are sad.
Let me just call it this. I don't care. I need to get the author of this one.
Make sure you put your signature on it.
This is called by 60 Pegasus.
I like that picture. No, you. Yeah, she can beat up Starscream. Yeah, she can. The robot got nothing on Rainbow Day-ish. I did like the Death Pool versus Pinkie Pie one, and in the end they just became friends because why would they fight? The Raven versus Twilight one, that one was rigged. I thought it would kick Raven's butt. I don't care what they said. Somebody on that channel was definitely a brony. But no, Rainbow won fair and square. That's my thoughts. Kicked his metal butt.
I thought it was. Oh.
Clowns are now a classic monster trope. Yeah. One thing that mimes got on clowns is they didn't turn into monsters. They turned into a Pokemon, but not monsters. I mean, Pokemon is Pocket Monster, but still. These are fun monsters. Discord versus Bill Cipher? No, I didn't. I'm assuming Discord wins because he's essentially like an infallible god who can't be killed. Except in the one case where he almost died because he stopped being chaotic. It's always been my impression that Discord is more of he's an embodiment of a concept as opposed to anything physical, which is why he can't be killed. And if they say otherwise, then nonsense. Bill Cipher's just making things chaotic would just make Discord stronger.
Oh, I put the other one as a JPEG, whatever.
Because Bill Cipher isn't the embodiment of anything. He's just a monster.
Okay. All right, we're good on that one. We don't need walkie.
Okay.
I'm going to go use the restroom, though, so I'll be back in a sec here.
Too much meat.
So much mead. Didn't even finish it yet.
I'm working on it.
No, no smooching.
Is that sexual good? So, what you guys up to? Bill Cipher is the embodiment of conspiracy mysteries. Yeah, but how much conspiracy mystery is there really? They made up.
Is there chair smooching?
She might be smooching the chair.
I thought she was biting the chair, but no, it was chair
a little bit biting maybe. Good job, Michael. Yes, very good.
Oh man. Okay, we actually don't even need this file then.
She's so heavy.
All right, we can start. So I think we'll finish at the next one here. So we have Rainbow vs. Chair. I thought that one's done. We actually already kind of did one similar to that. People like doing Rainbow versus stuff. They have Rainbow versus Ronald McDonald. Mm-hmm. Did similar.
She's a fighter.
There's also Rainbow's Worst Pony. Oh yeah, that was the one where she did everybody
Yes.
the death. And thank you for the follow, if you know.
And the tentacles grabbed all the ponies.
Yeah, look at the butt.
In the butt. I think there was probably lots of comments about the butt at the time.
Probably, but she's just like whatever. And the devil. I felt like what do you ever do? There's technically three that kind of have because the Mystery of the Wedding Rainbow Dash is Rainbow Dash focused too, but
People like Rainbow Dash.
all right. So Luna Has a Dream is the only other one that I have prepped. What was the other one that I have up here? Oh, Luna Has Simps. It's actually pretty. It's kind of lewd, but it's funny. And I have a couple ideas for gimmicks. I've already put a gimmick for the two stories that we've done. I have gimmicks in those. But
What to suggest? Because when I think of Luna fans, I think of like children like Luna.
okay, so a simp is. How would we portray simp?
Basically, somebody just kissing her hooves, but
No, because it's based on the internet.
I don't know. Luna.
Oh, I can probably kind of sort of because she's supposed to be at a computer.
No, I just didn't make that the picture. She's making out with that chair. Oh. Take my money. Is it just people asking for Luna's bathwater? Is that what this is?
I'm not going to go into details of it. It's you can look up the story. There's nothing stopping you, but
No, I'm not gonna look at the story. I'm gonna know what you're gonna make for a picture. Take my money.
there we go. We need Luna at a computer, and guess what?
You already got that.
I already did it. So
That's a big cup of coffee. I want that coffee.
that is a big cup of coffee. He's using this.
That's pretty much what I get when I go to Holiday, so I can't really say anything.
Have you gotten their K, like, because Holiday is now like Circle K, and the Circle K cups are stupid. It's like, I don't know.
Why are they
Every now and
stupid?
every now and
You
then,
not like
they're-
the design?
and half the time I go to Holiday lately, it's been that they have like no creamer, like the straws are out.
Always been Holiday.
There's been 3 or 4 times where they're out of lids.
I'm upset when I go to get a creamer that it says is full, and then you get it, and you're like, "Yay!" And then you drink it, and you realize, "Oh,
Oh no, I checked them beforehand. I do a little
half and
splash on my
half.
finger and check the taste because yeah, I've had them like lie to me a lot. All right, so we're gonna get rid of the coffee cup here. No, not a copy. We're gonna actually save this as just in case I hit the button. So this is gonna be bad fan fiction. First, we're gonna remove. Oh, I didn't save that other one. Good. This is gonna be Luna Simp. Okay. So we don't need this.
Oh,
But we can put Gamer Luna. You want Gamer Luna?
Gamer Luna is cute.
Thought I have a Gamer Luna.
I think the whole thing with Gamer Luna got started by the same guy who did it's NC Mare's Luna.
Let's casual Luna.
Yeah, it's NC Mare's Luna. That's what it is.
Why just
She's
put?
cute.
So what I don't like is that some of the people that with these eyes, they went and removed some of the light circles from the eyes because they're like, well, I turned on light eye refraction.
It doesn't look the same.
No, it eye refraction's
distracting.
fine, but eye refraction isn't in specific spots where the lights are, and they can be all over the place. And that's a FEM that usually means that you have lights in 5 different places. It then leads to like a scattered look, or like in this case where you're on drugs.
I mean, that's probably more realistic. But at
It's
the same
realistic,
time-
but we don't have realistic lighting, so you can't be realistic in one part and expect that the lack of others will just make up for the
Are you
difference.
trying to say horses aren't real?
No.
Horses are real, guys. I've seen them. They're trapped inside the side.
Horses,
behind, like wooden
Michael,
prisons.
horses are real.
I'm glad you agree.
They're called horses.
Yeah. You guys hit it first. Magical horses, tiny horses are real. He said so. I heard him.
I didn't say magical horses.
He said magical horses.
I said horses.
He said magical horses. Magical horses are not real. How dare you?
I don't even need these particles.
There is a Gamer Luna model. I know because they stole her headset.
I'm pretty sure this is the model, isn't it?
Well, no, the Gamer Luna model has like a headset. I like that model though.
I don't think that
I
there's.
stole them off of the Luna from my Derpy.
I think there's a Luna headphones. I don't think there's a Gamer Luna
Oh, I had
specifically for
to
it.
separate them from the model in Blender just to use them. Like on my computer is a separated thing, the headset, but I had to do extra effort to make it happen.
Horses are about as real as birds. Yeah, birds don't exist.
Birds aren't real. We all know birds aren't real. Horses are real though. Magical ones.
My makerspace bought equipment from a bankrupt coffee shop to give to another charity. The shop employees wanted to keep the commercial cappuccino machine, but the CEO said, no, you drink too much coffee as it is. No, just no. I can see that,
Oh,
yeah.
cappuccino.
Yeah, and there's no gamer.
Oh, that's a new background. It's like Skyrim, but horses.
Like that looks...
No, right there. It is casual Luna. Apparently you can turn on and off the headset.
See, I told you.
Okay, well. An accessory somewhere.
I was getting there.
Get the hoodie off. I want to see her without the hoodie.
No,
You know.
because that's weird.
Why is it
And
weird?
why is that...
It's on her ears. That's where a horse's ears are. That is accurate. Yes, that's where the horse's
How
ears
does it
are.
stay there?
Well, it's floating a little bit.
That's what I'm questioning.
But that is where her ears are.
Where are her ears?
There, where the headset.
Oh, you know what? No, that's why it's weird.
Did you turn her ears off?
Because I copy pasted it and they're different.
Yeah,
there.
now her ears are back.
Oh, wait,
Kinda.
no.
Keep going. What did you do to her ears? Gamer Luna.
Oh, the Jigga Bones are available too.
There you go. There you're back.
I would think that what I don't like is when they just take human things and like shove it into Equestrian Universe without trying to figure out what type of headphones.
They made them work.
I know, but from this direction, they would probably make more sense because this is meant to go over the top of a head.
Yeah.
So why is it going this way? That would make no sense. In this case, earbuds would be a more practical type of evolution. If anything, having some kind of a thing that goes behind the head, maybe because it's able to stay on the mane, or maybe like one that loops over the horn to stay in place over the ears. Like engineering would have been different to develop it.
G4 was better than G5. The movie was good about it, but they kind of...
The beginning of G4 was better. Towards the end, not so much.
Yeah, you're right.
Because they were trying to be... they had her with the saddle, though,
Lauren
too.
Faust was apparently incredibly adamant about it, about things in the universe being made for horses, and that if you write a scene where the horses are like carrying something, it's going to be in their mouth, and then they're going to have muffled speech. But after she was gone, they didn't care as much.
Sort of. Like, we watched the Halloween episode just the other day, and when Applejack went to shut off her light, she had a cord on her bed, and she grabbed it with her mouth and pulled it. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there was some.
There was, but there wasn't supposed to be. Not in the initial conception of it.
No, I mean, that's what it was.
Yeah.
She did pull it with her mouth.
There was a battery-operated lantern in that episode.
But in that way, though, why was a lamp like a lamp? Why, if it, I would...
A handle thing, a lamp would still work with a horse.
I know, but it's built like a person lamp. Everything we have is engineered based on an evolution of what we need. Everything that they have would have evolved completely differently based on their needs.
What gets me about the whole thing, though, is that when they made G5, they had to make custom models for everything. And they didn't tell the guys, like, hey, when you make this, consider how a horse would use it. Like, how hard would that have been, really? Like, are the people who work on that show completely devoid of imagination? Because somebody needs to, like, I don't know, give them drugs or something so they can, like, imagine a little bit. Get them high one night and see what happens. Now, can you conceptualize horse stuff? I don't know. It seems like such an easy little thing they could have done, but they just didn't bother. I get that it's a kid's show, but these are adults working on it. Isn't it? It's not children who are doing this.
No, I know why they did it, but it feels like if you have to go one way or another, but it always felt like they picked both. And also, they tried to have deep lore and whatever. And I like shows when they can have fantasy, but then the things that they have in there fit within that fantasy universe. Yes. Like, that's why I really like The Expanse and Stargate. I've kind of enjoyed too, because there's definitely things outside of real, but they're meant and they kind of work in that way. I want something to have a reason to be weird, instead of just, well, it's what's in the human world, so let's put it here. And yeah, again, it made sense because it's for kids, so. Yes, you don't want to make something too confusing, or they're going to be confused.
A lot of the stuff that they use, though, all you have to do to make it work for a horse is add a strap to it so that it fits around a hoof rather than sticking to the front of it like glue. It seems like such a simple thing, and they don't bother. What is that? Bad noises. I thought it was a dog.
Corporate says wants you to tell the difference between these two things, and they're the same thing.
Same thing. I cannot stand the G5 bones. The phones don't bother me so much. Is that they never explain them. I think if they explain them properly, no, horses could not use a touchscreen. Not in the sense that we know them, but if
Horses could not use touchscreens.
I brought it up before, if they explain that the cell phones are simply a like communication potion that they mastered and poured into if they had a factory that was just having tiny phone shaped boxes and a potion was just getting poured into the box and then the box was sealed and that's what the phones were, I would accept that. Actually, that would be kind of cool, that it is still, yes, it looks like our technology, but it's completely different and it's completely magical. I could accept that because G4
It's kind of still forcing its way.
It is kind of forcing its way, but at least then it fits within the world rather than them taking something from our world and just kind of forcing it into theirs with no explanation.
Yeah, like the one thing I never understood was the when they had fought Equestria with the guns that were just our guns with the handle removed with a nuzzle, or a bit to bite on. They would have, it would be completely fully engineered differently.
That was the battle saddles were the complete different.
Battle saddles were the ones that did kind of make sense. But you would think that they could also have it set up with like a button or something that you could pull here that they could grab, not just biting, because then they
use a button that was in their mouth. They use their tongue.
Yeah, but let's say that you're in a combat situation and you have to communicate with your troops. Having it where you can't shoot and talk at the same time is also a bad thing. So you have to keep that ability to be able to defend yourself while communicate. And so that's things like that. But that's also going way down a rabbit hole that little kitty going hee horse doesn't care about.
Nobody going hee horse is watching or reading Fallout Equestria.
I'm not talking. Well, yeah, there's that, but I'm talking like, just in general. But since Fallout Equestria, most people have followed that kind of mentality. But it also is.
I mean, at least that stuff was designed for horses. Yes, you can think of a better way to design it. But the battle saddles were designed for horses, and the grip in the mouth. At least they made the effort to show that the grip was designed to be held by a horse. That would be plenty for me, personally. As long as you make it clear that this was designed to be used by a horse. Human, why is your phone covered in slobber? Bunny proceeds to swipe right and licks the screen. Yes. All communications are via licks. No, the phones were weird, but if they explain them well, I think a lot of things can just, if you write it well enough, you can explain it into the world. If you don't write it well enough, then you end up with a magical rainbow lantern making a flying RV from nothing. Then it's garbage.
The RV makes sense.
The RV is dumb. The RV could have made sense.
The RV is we need money. Let's sell toy.
Yeah.
But no, you know what? Now, why did I say that? No, he's going down a rabbit hole now.
Not down the rabbit. I've been down this rabbit hole. I'm revisiting the rabbit hole. I think the RV could have been fine if they just explained it better. If it was something that years of study and from Zip's perspective and the manufacturing of Sprout's mom's factory could have worked out. The magic lamp just saying, boop, it exists now, is dumb and it's bad writing, and the people who worked on that should be ashamed of themselves.
Wow.
I don't care. Bring them in this room. I'll slap them. They're grown-ass people. I can slap grown-ass people. They're not children.
They're grown-ass people?
Yes, they're asses. For writing that horrible premise.
Michael's calling people ass people.
No, I did it. I'm going there. I mean, come on. Have some self-respect. They probably went to school for writing. Most of them. You know who didn't go to school for writing and still was an amazing writer? Larson. He only had a high school diploma. He was amazing. So
but I remember the amount of times I see him walk around with shutter shades, like walking into people's rooms and stuff. Like
he can do whatever he wants. He's a god.
And like there's a balance. He's a cool dude, but also he always acted like he was still like 14.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. I mean, chances are those people went to school for writing. and they can't seem to write themselves out of a paper bag without a magical lantern tearing a hole in the paper bag for them. So it's frustrating. Like they found like you'll work for $1 and a sandwich, right? Like, oh, sure. I'll give you crap. I mean, nobody's inviting the writers to G5, as far as I'm aware, to any conventions yet. Because none of them are really standing out. Well, that's not entirely true. GM Burroughs would get invited, and so would but that's more for her work on. Some of it's probably for her work on G5 at this point, but a lot of it's probably for G4. It's people who were part of G4 who are also part of G5 that would be invited to conventions. GM Burrow and Tony Fleece, who are both working on G5 now. And their stuff is actually pretty good. You act like a child, Lawson. I wrote a cartoon for a living. Touche. He writes lots of cartoons for a living.
I remember there was an old picture from him, Jay had, where he went to go visit their hotel room, and it was Larson walking in with like shutter shades and a beer, being like, "Hey," and like
No,
that
he lived it up.
Like, yeah, that was Larson to me.
He loved the whole fandom thing so much,
Which is weird, but he just kind of poofed.
well, he poofed because he moved on to other things.
Yeah, I guess it's if he kept doing the conventions, I think he would feel like he was always being pulled back. But also, if you're not contributing too much in the more immediate, it feels like you're just a relic that's being brought in.
Yeah. I mean,
if Minnesota had a convention again, I bet you he would go.
He probably would. Like what he's working on now. Last thing I saw he was working on was that Kitty show, which I don't think it's going to garner the same amount of attention that Ponies did. No, if they pull any of them back to Ponies, it would be a kind of a godsend, but they would need a lot more creative control. I think GM Burroughs is good, and as long as she's calling the shots, things seem to be okay. But there was a period where she wasn't, and it got really messed up. And that's when the RV came into existence. Though she can properly be blamed for the cell phones. I remember Lauren didn't even want trains.
The trains are okay to me.
I think the equestrian technology in G4, as long as it's around like Tesla time, that's the level of technology they should have. It's like some people still have candles, some people still have oil lanterns, but some people like will have electric light, and they'll be the sciencey types, the ones who are just like, look at this newfangled thing. It is the electric light, but it shouldn't be electric light. It should be a magical light, because electricity in the horse world, in my brain, should be replaced by magic. Technomancer kind of thing. I know he wrote for DC Superhero Girls because that was Lauren Faust's thing, and he just kind of followed her to that. And yeah, Super Kitties. I've brought up Super Kitties before because we were in the hotel room for Winnie City, and I remember getting ready in the morning and seeing it on the TV, and I'm like, wow, this feels familiar. And then I went to look who the writers were, and sure enough, it was like Amy Keaton Rogers and M.A. Larson, and I think there was another writer from Pony as well in there, one or two actually. And I was like, okay, well that's why, because just the dialogue felt very similar to Pony. The world was garbage, but the dialogue was like, huh. And sure enough, yeah. Thing is, a lot of the good writers from My Little Pony, including Larson at this point, got gobbled up by Disney. Like Amy got gobbled up mid-show run, and we were all sad to see her go. Disney's just like, look, talented writers, let's take them. That's what they did. Well, magic can exist in more like, yeah, Earth ponies could figure out electricity. That's fine. But like,
why would you even deal with electricity when you have magic?
Yeah, but like, I liked the the perfect example for me was Super Squeezy Cider 6000. That was a car that did mechanical stuff, but it ran on magic. And Earth Pony should be able to like mod. She could figure out rocks and stuff that could produce magic. So instead of having a generator, maybe you have some sort of crystal like thing that was built from like gemstones that produces magic.
Why would you bother with?
Because Earth.
No, why would you bother with technological innovation when magic can take so many shortcuts? Yeah, everything would be magic based.
Everything would be magic based, but there would be like a mechanical aspect to it. There could be like the Super Squeezy 6000. Magic is the power of the pony universe. There should be no electricity, except maybe in like mad scientist situations. But even then, the arcs of energy you see should be magical in nature. It is their energy source, and they can get it in more than one way.
Yeah, because humanity always is whichever energy is the easiest and cheapest. So that's why we do oil.
I could see Pegasus using electricity for a very obvious reason, because they can harness lightning. Like they would use electricity.
But in a way, they're using their innate magic.
Yes.
To harness it. But they would have to still have some kind of storage medium, and that would probably be magic based.
Yes. Some sort of gem or something that would store the electricity. But yeah, I could see Pegasus using electricity. Makes sense. They already kind of produce it. Larson wrote a book called Pennyroyal Economy. I know. I have not read it yet. I have the first two, and I had him sign both of them.
Yep, I have the first one, and I have that one signed from him.
Yes.
I've told that story I think before, on how because it was actually kind of interesting story.
I do think he was kind of trying to like jump on the Harry Potter train a bit at the time, but I haven't read it yet, so I can't really say for sure. It just feels like it. Apparently, it was going to get it made into a movie at one point, but that really fell through at this point. Unfortunate. Larson is one of those cases where like he didn't get the college degree that a lot of his colleagues had, but he proved himself just by being an amazing writer. So hats off to the guy.
What's that one? Okay. The two spotlights that are causing. Okay. I was trying to figure out what was causing this super. Like the eyes are overly bright. You know what? I could probably actually fix that. I bet you a lot of it has to do with the eye refraction, and a lot of times they have been. Yep. They've. Wait. Yeah. They're. Well, that actually didn't help all that much. Well, kind of. It actually like brought the black back to the eyes, but I guess. These eyes are still much brighter than they should be for essentially just two lights. These two are alone causing all of it. But if I turn off eye refraction, does it leave me with blank eyes? Yes. So it's not really that's causing it, but these two lights alone seem like they're overly bright for the eyes.
I like how in chat,
Oh, this one's not the. Oh no, that one isn't the right angle.
how just sitting here, I feel like we're writing a better world for Pony than the writers. And that feels a little conceited, but I'll stick to it. I stick by it. I stick by it 100%. It's like we could do better than it's like the guys who watch football who think they could do better than the guys on the field. But in this case,
Oh, yeah.
I think we could.
I could totally throw that ball 80 yards way better than that guy did.
Yeah.
That is, if there was a way, like something that I would say what was a very Michael thing, that would be it. Yes.
But in relation to Pony, because I mean, come on. I really want to know what is keeping. There's got to be something that's preventing them from having imaginations. Nobody is that.
Wow, that's
dull.
demeaning.
I don't care. They're pissing me off.
They're probably following requirements that are
But
passed
who
down.
is setting these requirements? I need to know who to smack. It's important someone gets smacked.
Corporate's always the easiest place to start.
Yes, we'll start there. We'll just walk into Hazard headquarters. Just start slapping the first people we see. See how far we get before we get tackled. Write your own story. Write a fan fiction. Here we go.
No. If Michael's,
down that.
I would say I don't want to see any Michael fan fiction, and I hope he never writes any. But I really wouldn't be surprised if someday it just comes out that Michael has written a ton of fan fiction.
It's just been hiding it all away. And then the ponies booped snoots together and giggled, and it was a good day.
I already think that you're hiding the fact that you've been involved with like Mayor Fair and Mayor Game and all this because it's uncanny.
No
That's what I've been
smooching.
asking for years.
Yeah, like it's basically exactly what you've wanted.
It kind of is. Yeah.
It kind of, I don't know how they did that. That's where I'm like, you have to be involved in this somehow.
Maybe it's just a deep internal need for cute mares that is shared by a large number of people. And the boops, and you get the socks. There's literally the socks mare, and she's just like, I need socks. My hooves are cold. I desire socks on my hooves. And it's like, yes, I will help you. It's a good game. When are you gonna play it at stream? You do need a game to play this weekend, right?
Kind of, because it sounds like Kyle's gone and John's gone.
Yep. So me and you will sit here, and you'll play the Mare game, the interactive tale, and we will all enjoy it together. Won't we, chat?
There's always games to play.
Oh yeah, that one. Maybe we should let chat vote.
No,
Because you know what the people want. They want MareQuest.
no, because I'm gonna play the things that I think would actually be fun to do for a bunch of hours instead of doing the things that I'm told to do, which is what I had a problem with doing for the last 5 years.
But it would be fun for me.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
Michael will not be here next stream.
Oh.
He has decided to step down.
No smooching.
No smooching. Smooching makes everything better. Smooching is great.
No, you don't vote. No voting.
Love voting.
No
Democracy.
voting. Yeah,
Yay.
because democracy means other people decide what you do.
It means
I don't like that.
It means MareQuest. Man, thinking about you playing that game, you get 10 minutes in and you'd be upset. It'd be great. I'd love it. Doing a Mare Fair. Oh, that was cupcake.
Well, I have a couple ideas for what we'll do, but I just haven't looked into it yet. I normally don't start thinking about that stuff till later in the week. Come on. I know you have to exist.
What you looking for?
That.
Signs. Everywhere there's signs. Hate that song. You can't own land, man. Well, that was a minefield. We put signs. You should have read them. What were you thinking? Exploded hippie man. That'd be horrible. Horrible pony sketch. Pony shouldn't explode. May I ask why there's a single potato chip? It does look like Dorito, doesn't it? Very bland Doritos. This is like their new blandest of bland line Doritos. What flavor is it? Bland flavor. Does it have cheese? No. Is it made out of wheat? No. What is it made out of? Dirt. We made it out of dirt. Buy some now. You know you want to. It's like, I don't really want to, but they're gamer food. Oh, now I want 50 bags. Because that's how markets work. Put gamer on something and suddenly there's a whole group of people who want it. Ooh, that's flaming hot.
I'm trying to make a gamer room, and
It's just put a Dorito on the wall.
no gamer leaf, the nano leaves.
The what?
Nano leaves.
What? You're saying words, but they're not words.
These things, they're the glowing panels.
Why don't you just put the Triforce up
These
there?
things.
New Zelda? It's 3 of those. It's a Triforce. Do, 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 do. Great game. Uno reacts to Starfield bad graphics. I don't think Starfield has bad graphics. It's running off the same engine as the Fallout. And it's... I think it's bad.
Is it good?
I think it's fine. Like, when it comes to graphics just don't matter to me that much. Like, what do you mean?
It's not about graphics. It's about gameplay.
Yeah.
How's the gameplay?
Like, you can make super realistic graphics. At a certain point, you hit uncanny valley if the graphics get too good. And if they make them so they look like real people, then I'm gonna start having a problem shooting them. Like, this is fake, right? Yes. Are you sure? It's like, because that looked pretty real. I want that. I want the things I'm killing to be at least a little cartoonish so that I don't end up like traumatized. Moldy. So is this what gamers are into now? Triangles? It's triangles where it's at.
Well, the nano leaves are pretty neat, but they're just expensive for what they are.
They are triangles.
Yeah, but they're
glowing triangles.
They're LEDs you put on your wall.
So what? Wow, how expensive are these things?
That's why I don't like them. It's like, yeah, like a pack of 7 is like $200. They're really neat and they're very versatile and they're really cool.
$200 neat,
but they're not $200 neat. You can get discounted, cheaper versions elsewhere, but like here's like a 53, the big baby goo panel that's $740.
No,
like
I'd pay $5, maybe $8 a piece per triangle.
But
that's what I would pay.
They're nice because they're very they have a very spread amount of lighting, so that, and it's dispersed very evenly, so that it looks very even lighting. Where if you go cheap, you might start seeing spots on things. They work really nice, but you pay a premium for them for sure. They're not of a price that I would pay for sure.
You don't see them in thrift stores. 10 years.
Now, if I were to see them in thrift store, then depending on the price, I'd be more willing, but it may only because
you can have triangles?
I probably could flip them. But no, I mean, if I could get them for like significantly cheaper, sure.
We get some plexiglass. We'll make our own triangles.
But that's why most of the LED lighting I've been doing around here has been
lights behind them.
buying reels of just the stuff and then cutting them and making them work instead of trying to do some of those out of the box. Those are meant to be that you can, with no experience, plop it on a wall, plug it in, you're done. And if you want to make it work, you hook one thing up to another thing. There are much more complex solutions you can do for much cheaper. Like you could just get some LED strips and some dispersion, like I forgot what they call this stuff. The type of not plastic. But there's a certain type of material you can do that's really good at dispersing light. Especially like if a lot of these, if you really wanted to have these done right, these probably aren't done that way, but you put LEDs around the outside and they shine through a material that all of the light just completely makes the inside of the material glow. It's really, really cool and works surprisingly well, but you have to do all your own DIY stuff. People don't want that.
Do better. Look up glow in the dark dinosaurs. But they're way cheaper and they're dinosaurs. And they glow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nifty. Do you need to take your meds?
No, I need you to buy some glow in the dark dinosaurs. Put them on your wall. And this will make me happy. He was real cool. He'd had glow in the dark dinosaurs. I don't think this guy's that cool, guys. Glow in the dark dinosaurs. That's a commercial right there. Oh, I hate it already. Look how many different colors there are.
But those are, you can do some very nuanced color stuff. Also, that's the thing too. If you bought something like that was only a single color, it'd be much cheaper. It's the ability to have them. You can have like it programmed to have color that like moves along a thing, because you can program each individually, tell them where it is in the chain and how they move through the chain.
So what, you need RGB walls now?
Yeah, that's the thing, is I just don't care enough on that. I like having it where like I put up some blue lights because I just don't like having a dark room, but blue is as close to black as you can get with that. So I can have a dark room, but that's not black because I'm getting older.
You know what the worst part about them is?
You just learned what they are. Now you're already saying what the worst part is.
The worst part is?
Okay.
They're not dinosaurs.
That's cool. Ponies aren't dinosaurs either.
No.
That means that ponies aren't good?
If you put a pony in like a dinosaur outfit and make them go roar, that's about the cutest thing on planet Earth. So.
Compared to what?
Other dinosaurs.
So compared to ponies?
Other dinosaurs. They are ponies.
This whole thing, but I don't know.
If you take really cute ponies, the
see.
cutest ponies, and you put them in little dinosaur outfits, it makes them cuter. It's true.
Weird Game from Scratch reported today that the War Thunder company has open sourced their engine.
Dinosaurs didn't. I wasn't thinking about the dinosaurs smooching, but now I am.
I would. If they open source their engine, there's probably a good reason. I would think that there could be that they want to, or they've maximized what profit they're expecting from their games, and so they want to open it up to modding to see if they can still increase profit in that way.
Open the door, get on the floor. Everybody cuddle your pony dinosaur. There you go. That's pretty good.
Also, I'm guessing that whatever their engine is, it's probably pretty old. That War Thunder and stuff, a lot that game's been around for quite a while, hasn't it?
I think these triangles are just people's attempt to live in like a cyberpunk video game. Who would want?
No, I think they're cool. If they were like under half the price, maybe.
Get some triangles.
Also, I think Govee does something like this.
I can light some Doritos on fire. Throw them at people.
Yeah, Govee does.
Who's Govee? I thought you didn't want to go to Amazon.
Yeah, they do a 10-pack and you can apply $6 coupon for one item. So technically for like $100 you can get 10 compared to cheaper for the other. And Govee used to be kind of the cheap brand, but they've actually been like kind of skyrocketing into one of the go-to brands for lighting. The light bulbs you have in your room, I think, are Govee.
They all burnt out, but only one works.
Yeah, all mine work.
That's great. All mine's crapped out.
Yeah, but you have LED
garbage.
bulbs that you are using.
Oh,
How often do you use?
So the problem was that I used them
How often do you use the color?
all the time
Okay,
because it's silly.
so you're using them constantly on
Yes,
probably single color.
But you're saying that the problem with me is that I used them.
You didn't use them, you'd be fine. No, I was waiting for you to use colored LED bulbs, but only use them for white, which they're not really supposed to be used for all the time.
But that's what I mostly use them for.
For white?
Yeah.
Because most of them they're RGB, not RGBW.
They worked fine until they didn't.
I know, but when they're built to all be individually lit, and then you're lighting individual ones, but then you're having them all bright.
But it wasn't even the light thing that crapped out on them. It was the Wi-Fi thing. They stopped communicating, and then they just stopped working altogether.
Have you tried to get good?
I am going to get good. I'm not going to get those light bulbs again. And get better ones. Work. That I can use without them breaking.
I don't know. I have a bunch. I just have none of them hooked up because I have no need for. No, I have 2 in my bedroom, but I rarely use them. So I just because I rarely need a light. You're in your room all the time because your computer is, but
You're in here.
yeah, and all our lights in the rooms are LED strips for the ceiling lights. So good night, fellas. Yep, I'm actually heading out here too. So we're after 9.
Oh wow, that went by fast. It's like I missed an entire hour.
Who's on right now? We have a Nice Death from Nashi, but I think we did Nashi just very recently.
Ooh, 7 Days to Die.
We haven't actually done Jin in a while.
You can see what that game's like, so maybe we can play that.
No,
together.
I already know. It's a game where you shoot things.
We could play that together. Me and you.
No,
I don't want to do anything.
because it's going to be you telling me what to do.
No, I will do what you tell me to do, and then I'll whisper to chat, we're gonna die.
No, I like experiencing a game with like no interaction or no nothing, and I know you will not be able to help yourself from making noises.
You can pun. I can make noises. Noises are fun.
See, I gave no smooching, and now that's the only thing you guys care about.
They're trying to stop me, but they're only making me stronger.
Yeah, I guess. All right, well, we'll head over to Jin then.
No smooching.
I knew there was gonna be at least one more. All right, so we'll have a Jin. We'll be streaming Friday and Sunday. I'm not sure what the game on Sunday, but it's probably just gonna be some random filler game for this weekend because we don't have people available for Baldur's Gate, and we won't be streaming tomorrow because we've got other stuff going on. So
Why would you have been streaming tomorrow?
because Thursdays we've been doing Baldur's Gate if we're available. It's been so many years, and I still have to explain things.
Am I available?
You just told us earlier that you had issues with the harmony, so I'm gonna guess yes.
Well, here comes the credits.
Yeah, there is. At least the words. Thank you for the follows to Evianu and Raven, and thank you for the brand new sub from Chocobo Kiba. Thank you very much, and thank you for the moderating for Sunset and Sir Edward. They were on earlier. Why didn't they keep Sunset on there? Or not necessarily Sir Edward. I know he was here. So
He left super hard.
because if you're not here at the end, it count.
It's not.
Sorry. Well, bye.
Bye.
See, now you make me do the bye bye.
ladies. It's infectious.